Well, folks, buckle in. It's time for another very special edition of the Aussie Boy Hunts podcast. Well,
looking at the world through the sunset in your eyes, traveling the train to clear Moroccan skies, ducks and pigs and chickens call, animal carpet wall to wall, American ladies.
well, let's start the show. Well, I tell ya, there's big news in Aussie town. The Aussie Boy has found a new assistant. And I'd like to welcome to the show my new assistant, Joe. And folks, he's a heck of a good guy. Joe, please introduce yourself. Well, Aussie Boy, I think we all know that my name is Joe. And we've got a far old way to go. Well, folks, I think you can tell that he's a heck of a good guy. Say it again, here's your name. My name's Joe. Well, he's a heck of a good guy. Absolutely. And also, he's got a lot of Aussie pride and a lot of Aussie spirit. So on a very special show tonight, we're going to be talking to Joe. Let's figure out about him. Let's hear a little about his story. Oh my lord, this is going to be good. Well, there's been a lot of different issues going on for Aussie Boy. I've moved into my new studio, and it's wonderful. We've got the whole setup that we need here. It's brilliant. So I've done a much better job so far with the soundboard. You've done a fabulous job. Had a real problem with the previous guy. I got to tell you another thing. We've got another guest on today. It's going to be my assistant, Joe. And then there's another bloke we got. He's really good. He's a youngian. He's, of course, Gil Villafusion. Gil, are you here as well? For now I am, yes, and I'm happy to be here. Well, he, of course, he's a heck of a good guy. And we're excited for the next part. Get those dancing shoes on, it's Aussie Boy. The Aussie Boy lives and he's got a girlfriend. I do, actually. She's doing a heck of a good job with me, I'll tell you that. I've been a lot happier. I've got a lot of vibrancy. I know that things are going to go my way. They're going my way. I lost Samantha Blisscock, but things are looking, they're going my way. Sir, I've got an happy here. I've got a special call here. Well, it's time for another Aussie Boy advertisers. This week's advertisement is from Much.com. It's a heck of a good website, and I gotta tell you, I was mentioning earlier, the Aussie Boy's got a girlfriend again. And I'm not ashamed to admit it. I met her right on Much.com, Australia's most premier and important website for dating services. They got it all. You can date a horse, you can date a woman, you can date a man. We don't care, date whoever you like. For me, I found a girlfriend. She's a heck of a good girl. She really is. Well, I've come up with a little tagline for them. And it's, Much.com, make a much. That said, if you enter in Aussie Boy into the promotional codes, you'll receive a 5% discount. Folks, it's only $45 a month. It's a cheap deal. After the 5% discount, let me have my assistant crunch the math. It'll be $5 from there. $5? I went $5 off. I'm not going to recap the commercial, but you should know it's $40 then. And 40 minus 5. No, 45 minus 5. Cut this on in. Well, we're already running into a problem with the soundboard, man. I'm not going to fire him for now. But Joe, pick it up a pace. No, that's the wrong button, mate. I'm sorry, let me try this one. Now that's the one. You might have a future here with Aussie Boy Industries. After all. It's time for the Aussie Boy presents another Aboriginal ghost story. This time, read by my new assistant, Joe.
We've all heard about the Aboriginal witch, but the strongest Aboriginal witch of all lived not in Australia, but in the caves of Mordor.
Well, that's of course in New Zealand.
He was a strong and vile witch, and he was a woman.
And also a witch.
The witch battled with dragons, sidled up with snakes, and became a man in him.
Well, that's very frightening. But else with genetics.
From here, the witch emerged from the cave with a dagger.
Well, that'd be a big problem, especially with the Aboriginals. It was an Aboriginal witch.
Absolument. Now, from there, the witch boarded a plane to Australia,
Oh, my.
met the Aussie boy through Finnegan's Follies,
This I like.
revealed herself to be Samantha Bliscock,
Well, she was after all.
married the Aussie boy.
Indeed. And in the end was a vile witch. That's right. That's right. Did I do good? Did you like my story? That's the story that I have. If you give me another story, maybe I'll tell it. I probably won't. I want to tell you about Much.com. It's not going well. I want to tell you about no girlfriend. It's not going well. I want to tell you about the assistant. Well, he's going well for now. Aussie boy, this is a Gilville Fusion. Are you having a bad day? Am I having a bad day? Well, I've had a bad day for about 7 years, yes. Anyway, tell us a little bit more about the band you're in, Finnegan's Follies. I play the bass. I'm the lead bass player. Well, we know it already.
Oh, please, don't you rock my boat,
Don't rock more boat.
'cause I don't want my boat to be rocking.
Don't rock more boat. Well, it's the Aussie boy with Captain Jack, dolphin tours. We're on the hunt again for kangaroo dolphins, and it's kangaroo dolphin hunting season.
Want my boat to be rocking.
You can guarantee that my boat won't be rocked, not even by a big old grizzly bear.
Oh, oh, oh,
I take my harpoon,
oh.
and I kill a couple of kangaroo dolphins. We go back for a flank steak at the shoreline. Again, operating out of Melbourne. The Aussie Boy Hunts presents Captain Jack sailing tours.
And that's like
I've already been on a few of these. These are fantastic.
Well, it's where I met my great new assistant, Joe.
I loved it. It was only $45.
Well, it was much like Much.com. Much.com. It's another thing that's working pretty well now.
you satisfy.
Sir, can I get you a glass of water?
Well, yes, after that daiquiri, I need a glass of water. The Aussie Boy Hunts podcast will return in a moment.
Oh, can't you see what you've done?
Well, I've had a little break from that. You know, things haven't been going so well for the Aussie. I've been trying to manifest things, and I've been shut down along the way. I'll tell you, it's not tragic yet.
Are you going to be all right, sir?
Well,
He's got a little something here.
oh man, not really, I don't know. Do you like me, Joe?
Yes, of course.
Well, I wish someone would say that they did other than you. It's just I've been alone for a long time. Aussie boy, Gilville Fusion, I actually find you to be a very fantastic person. Well, it means a heck of a lot from you, because I got to tell you, mate, you're a heck of a good guy. And I feel a heck of a lot better. And you know what, mate? Are you going to give me a Foster's? I'm going to give you a good old Foster's. Click. There it is. Well, it did happen, and it's a delicious drink. Well, it certainly is. Have I ever told you the story, Gil, of my great uncle who worked at the Foster's Brewery? No, but I know that you're a wonderful fan of the Coors Light Brewery. Well, indeed, that's my favourite American beer. He's right. I love a Coors Light. It's a fantastic beer. But back to my great uncle who worked at the Foster's factory. Do you know that he was related to an Aboriginal? Was he really?
Sir, I've looked into this again. I've got to give it a thumbs down. He doesn't have Aboriginal blood at all.
Fuck that. Fuck that, Joe. You know that he does. I know you're doing your work. Tell about the other work you do.
I'm a witch expert.
Well, you are a witch expert, yeah. What did you find out about Samantha?
She's a witch.
Well, he's done a lot of the work here. I said, look into all these ex-girlfriends I've had and find out if they have ancestry of the witch.
Well, there's a website that I've started about it, and I can do all the research myself. It's a genealogy website. She's part witch.
And where does the family hail from eventually?
They hail from Romania.
From Romania, so she's part vampire, but that's all right.
Well, so, but it could be all right.
Well, the problem is I thought that was all right.
He loves her a lot, but the problem is she's also part witch.
And still I'm having an issue with it, Beavis. You want to let me know, mate, is it true or not?
I told you, I've looked at it, and she's a witch.
Get a bit of fusion? I hate to say it, but I do believe that she is a witch. Folks, we're going to make it official. Samantha Blizzcock is a witch! Well, we've reached the end of another 10-minute segment of a very special edition of the Aussie Boy Hunts podcast. We're going to let this one rock out. This guy's name's Braun. He's sang in a little old Australian band from Melbourne known as the Great AC/DC. I'll tell you, there's a real synergy that I got between me and Joe, the Aussie Boy's new assistant. Joe, you got a closing word?
Why wouldn't I? Why don't you say it?
The Aussie Boy Industry is a production of AussieBoyOrg.com.net.now. Gail, it's good to see you, mate.
I had a wonderful time.
Please stop this!